Good afternoon, welcome to GrainTV. My name is Cody Bills. Today is August 12th. We have the crop production report and the supply and demand report out today. Let's turn it over to the grain hedge trading platform and see where we close off the day. Corn trading down 17 3/4 cents, soybeans down 60 cents, and wheat in Chicago here trading down 13 1/4 cents on the day. Let's take a look at the first chart. This is November soybeans. It's a daily chart. Each one of these bars representing 1 day worth of price activity, and you'll notice today's price activity was very negative, busting through the lows that we saw back in mid-June and approaching the lows, or mid-July, and approaching the lows that we set back in June. Keep in mind that back in June we saw lows around $8.95. Today we printed lows around $9.01. I wouldn't be surprised if $9 even holds at least for the intraday tomorrow, but I do believe that the fundamentals that we saw out today, the report that we saw today, is a game changer. I think it puts us back into a situation where we have to be worried about a bear trend and about testing lows and going through lows. So in general, I would say today we had a lot of momentum to the downside. Probably see some momentum carry us further lower here tomorrow. It's going to be interesting to see, though, if we get any kind of rebound, because this was such a directional trade in response to the USDA report. When you look at the daily corn chart, you'll notice that we did fall through the lows that we set back there on June 16th. Keep in mind those lows on June 16th were 363. Today's intraday lows were at 357. So we did slice right through that, but we were able to close above those previous lows. My feeling is that tomorrow we're going to get some more selling. Today's report was just very bearish. It showed ending stocks much higher than analysts were expecting, and it puts us back into a situation where, like I said, for soybeans, we have to be concerned about the market moving to new lows. When you look at December wheat, you'll notice we also have the same situation there. It's right around those lows. It's right around breaking into newer lows, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get that sort of price action in the weeks to come. Take a look at old crop ending stock estimates and actual numbers here in today's report. You'll notice ending stocks came out at 1.772 billion bushels. Not a huge change from the July. Soybeans came in at 240 million bushels. That's down from 255. So we saw a 15 million bushel reduction there in old crop ending stocks. But this is not enough to prop up the market. The market was really focusing on that new crop. We were focusing on what did we see in terms of revisions in planted acres? What did we see in terms of revisions for yield? Because we know that rain played a major role in the eastern part of the grain belt and also Missouri. Basically, what we saw here is the USDA come out and increase the yield for corn and soybeans. For corn, they increased it 2 bushels per acre up to 168.8 bushels per acre. For soybeans, they increased it nearly 1 bushel per acre to 46.9 bushels per acre. This sort of yield increase was not anticipated by the markets. Look, we have Planalytics, Informa, FC Stone, and the average guess, which was a poll of 24 analysts over at Reuters, all expecting to see yield cuts. What we saw today was yield revisions higher here, very much catching the market off guard and causing a significant amount of selling. When you look at the production estimates here, you'll see that we came in terms of production, we're expecting to see 13.686 billion bushels compared to 13.530. That's up 156 million bushels. Analysts were expecting to see a revision lower. Soybeans, we're expecting to see production of 3.916 according to this WASDE report compared to compared to July, where we saw estimates of 3.885 billion bushels. So the bottom line here is we're seeing production increase substantially, and really a lot of this, it came from two things. First of all, we didn't get the kind of acreage reductions that we expected to see for soybeans. Analysts were expecting to see a revision lower in acreage by about 1.178 million acres. We only saw a 0.9 million acre revision lower there. For corn, it was mostly unchanged. But this is going to play a big role in that overall production line item here. So we saw higher than expected production. That put pressure on the market. That was a result of higher than expected acreage, as well as higher than expected yield. In general, what does this do to our ending stocks? If you look at new crop ending stocks, you'll notice that we saw a 114 million bushel increase in ending stocks for corn. And that was significantly higher. We were actually expecting to see a significant decrease in ending stocks. So this really caught the market off guard. Soybeans, the estimate here for this August report is 470 million bushel carryout here for the 15-16 marketing year. And that's up from 425 million bushels that was projected back in July. So you could see here the average analyst guess expecting to see 301 million bushel carry out for 15-16, and now we're looking at 470 million bushel. That's a difference of 169 million bushels, and really that is a major amount of soybeans when you look at the overall total of ending stocks, and so that really caused a significant amount of selling. So that, guys, is the reason why we traded sharply lower. I think these numbers do change the ball game a little bit here, and I think it does make producers need to be concerned here that prices could be retesting those lows and going through lows in the weeks to come. I think producers should be cautious here. It might be worthwhile to put on some sort of protection, at least in the short term, while emotions are running high. So guys, if you have any question, please give the office a call. The number is 877-472-4607. And remember that these opinions are my own. They are not, it is not necessarily what the market is going to do, but it is my opinion on it. And of course, we do look at these USDA reports relatively closely. So thanks a lot for tuning in. If you have any questions about what we had to say, please give the office a call, and I look forward to seeing you on Thursday.